Hello, my name is Danny DeLeo and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. We're here at the Cameras Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood and I'm here with Keegan Mullin with his movie, The Last Words. Let's take a look at a clip. Keegan, congratulations on your film.
Thank you very much.
Really quite a wondrous experience and one of the most touching films I've seen at New Filmmakers LA. It was a really great experience. For those that haven't seen the film, tell us a brief synopsis.
Yeah, sure. So the film, I guess the logline, it's a proud deaf man struggles with the decision to speak for the first time since childhood to say goodbye to his dying mother. So a bit of a tearjerker. I always feel a bit messed up when I deliver the logline because it's just like pounding at you with the with drama.
It was a truly amazing experience to see it. And where did your inspiration come from? Because there's a bit more depth to this story.
Yeah, there definitely is. So the story is very much inspired by my cousin's life. Mm-hmm. I wrote the piece after my great aunt passed away, his mother, just a couple years ago. I think just months before production, less than 6 months before production. Mm-hmm. I was sitting in a hospital room, and waiting as family members filed in and out, comforting each other, trying to keep the mood light, mm-hmm. as they do when somebody's passing, and you watch that and you see that just everybody just loving on one another, and then in walked my cousin who had, as far as I had known him my entire life, never spoken. And he's deaf, and he's the only deaf member of his family. Mm-hmm. So he walks in, and there's an instant sense of disconnect between him and the rest of his family members. There's mm-hmm. love, there's compassion there. Mm-hmm. They're trying, but that's the extent of it, is just trying, and there's a serious lack of connection. Yeah. And it was chilling almost, just to sit there and watch that happen between him and his own family members. And then shortly after that, a doctor walked in and let everybody know that, this would be the opportune moment to go and say anything to your mother. If you wanted to say anything, this would be the time, but she's not going to wake up. And I left shortly after that, and just driving home after leaving that hospital, I was almost in tears just thinking about what he must have gone through, because I'd never heard him speak before. And just the idea of what he must have gone through at that moment without her being able to see him and him being able to communicate anything to her was heart-wrenching. So shortly after that, I wrote the piece and eventually reached out to him and told him about it. And he informed me, and he said, yes, actually I did speak to her, and that's what happened. So we worked together and developed it beyond that. And I'd like to believe that it's something that deaf audience members can relate to, and hopefully a general audience can relate to as well.
What was it like, after making this film, to have your film selected for New Filmmakers LA, have a live audience and have a reaction? And what was so great as well, we had members from our, from our deaf mm-hmm. community and had interpreters there on the night. What was that feeling like to see that yesterday?
Being a part of the program you guys are running here, it was fantastic. Honestly, it was I think you guys had a wonderful turnout, and I especially love the opportunity to be able to screen for a deaf community, mm-hmm. Even more so when it's a deaf community mixed with a hearing community, to be able to have both of them in-house at the same time, have a question or two come from each side, and again, be able to act as sort of a bridge between these two communities. Because mm-hmm. I think for a lot of hearing people, it's sometimes the first time they're ever hearing the idea of deaf community or culture, that word being attached to deafness.
Absolutely.
And so, the event, New Filmmakers LA really gave us an opportunity to reach out to, the community here in Los Angeles, mm-hmm. and share the story, share more about the culture in the community, which was just a fantastic experience. I think the audience was great. I had a blast. was a
Well,
really good time.
you got lots of applause in the audience, or as we all learned yesterday, it was a brilliant moment when the whole audience were doing this yesterday, which is insane, is applause, and the whole auditorium was giving you applause for your film, which was truly amazing. So yeah, we'll continue the applause for you because it was really beautiful and fantastic. And I think you've a great credit as a filmmaker, and certainly opened up our eyes to a community that not all of us are aware of or know enough about. But what's next for you, Keegan?
Up next, as a matter of fact, we just picture locked the next short. Got another short in the making. It's called The 11th. It looks at the events of 9/11 taking place that morning through the eyes of a 10-year-old boy. So sort of what the average household, the younger generation went through, people who were about 9, 10 around that time, and coming to the realization that there's something bigger going on around them. I think every generation has that news story that really hits, where everybody remembers where they were.
Yeah.
And for people that are a bit younger, that's that generation's story. So
wow.
So that's the next piece.
You're making very powerful stories. I'm gonna have to get myself ready for that one as well. You better. No, definitely. I mean, it's great. I love your storytelling. Thank you so very much. You did a really great job, Keegan, and thank you for bringing it to us, because we really appreciate it.
Of course, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.